Hey guys, it's Mike with another King Arthur Legends Rise video. Today we got the new update in the game. It does not look like we're getting a new character, so we're going to talk about that. But we do have quite a few events going on, so we're going to try to make heads or tails of all the stuff that came into the game today. I did not read anything up on any quality of life changes or anything, but it seems like as soon as Charlotte's event was over, the new update came in. So the event starting here is for the upgraded summons. We've got Iwarit and Clarison as two existing in-game upgraded summons, and then we have some events going alongside them. So on Iwarit's mission here, or the mission events, we're going to Weisklag, floor 1 all the way through floor 10, and then farming. Unfortunately, I think I'm farming floor 8, so I haven't been able to progress on through floor 9 or 10 yet. And floor 8's kind of shaky for me. But inside the rewards here, you got quite a few goodies. I'm not sure how many points are going to stack up there. Trying to get 7,500 is quite a bit, but they do get just some summons and some mythic orbs, so some pretty good goodies in there. Not to mention you'll be getting equipment and gear for farming Weisklag, so that's not a bad way to go. On the Clarison mission event, our rewards are going to be, where are we going to be over here? Fortress of Arcellus. So again, going through all the floors there, and then the rewards look like they're going to be upgraded summons instead of the special summons. Outside of that, it looks like it's pretty comparable. So that's a tough one. Ideally, I'm not sure how many points you can get. We do have 14 days to get this done. So maybe 7 days on one, 7 days on the other, and you can max them both out. Could be a good way to go. I'm not sure how much stamina you have stacked up, but that could be the move. We are also celebrating King Arthur 100-day celebration. So we got used 700 stamina, and you can get these goodies here on day 1. Day 2, it looks like there's going to be different goodies, and then if you do all the mission progress, 25 summons down here. So it seems to be a 7-day process that you can do over the course of 14 days potentially, so in case you don't log in every single day. But going through this, looking at it, it looks like stuff you can complete every single day and get these extra rewards and these extra tokens. I'm assuming that you're gonna be able to spend somewhere in the game. Also some gear, but the crystals themselves are pretty great. I wish it would show us what these other each day's rewards are, but that's still pretty cool going on. A lot of this stuff's probably gonna happen as you're doing some of these other events, so it'll kind of be a double dip kind of situation. Gold collecting event, so you're going to be doing a lot of stuff going on, getting some summons for your relics there. Also getting some of the, look, I already got all these. Where am I at here? So I already collected 500,000 gold apparently. I need to get to 10 million. That's actually pretty steep. But, you know, I've already done 500,000. I wasn't even trying. So I guess it'll probably happen over the course of, this one's only 7 days. But it does give you extra stamina in here as well. So as you're farming some of these other things, you will be collecting gold. My guess is in order to hit these numbers, you're probably going to have to spend some time in Gorgos or the equipment dungeons. So that's just something to keep in mind there as we're kind of spreading that stamina out. Although you are getting stamina in here, so it will be helpful along the way. Arena challenge event, I'm going to be picking up a lot of stamina here, so that's pretty cool. Participate in the arena, so you don't even have to win the battles, you just have to go participate. I'm up to 12 already, so you can start stacking those guys up, and we got 7 days to get all that extra stamina there as well. Raid bounty for Aldry, so we got in the raid bounty here. Look at me, I'm already at 320 points. I'm just logging in, doing my basics. So the missions here is you clear the different floors, you get different points, and then your rewards are here again, stacking up stamina, get some armament tokens. So mostly just stamina and armament tokens, so that's not bad. Unfortunately, it seems like you're going to be stretched pretty thin doing all of these events. I mean, you're going to really kind of have to pick and choose. Again, this one's at 7 days. So I'm not sure that you could really get it all done if you wanted to. And then in the coming soon, we got King Arthur 100-day celebration. Looks like there's going to be 4 events over the next 3 weeks that are coming through. If you participate, you can earn up to 100 special summons, which is quite a bit. I mean, that's almost 2 legendaries guaranteed. not to mention all the chivalries that are attached to that. So pretty exciting time to be in the game. But with this event so far, there is not a new champion being introduced into the champion pool. So these guys are rate-up summons for the next 14 days. So it seems to me that we'll probably be seeing a new character come in at the end of this particular upgraded summons. Clarison's a great champion. Of the two, I think Iwarit would be the one I would go for, especially if you don't have her. That being said, if you look at the people underneath, Gilroy I heard is straight trash. Lot has got some interesting use cases, but I don't really see him used a lot. Same with Claudus and Gawain. But I mean, at the end of the day, you want to get all the champions, I'm sure, because you're just like me. If I look at the Clarison rate up, these ones seem a little more interesting to me. Vivian, Merlin, Bedivere being huge wins as far as picking. I don't have a Vivian, but picking up a new champion as well as getting chivalries for these guys. And then Sigrun, I do already have chivalry level 1. But if I were going to pull, I think I would probably pull here just because of the other people in the pool. I'd rather get Iwarit than Clarison though, so it's kind of an interesting choice to make. But I think for me personally, I'm going to sit tight because I do have both of these characters already. So I'm just going to stack up these rate-up summons so the next new character that comes in, I have a good shot at getting them. We did just pull yesterday, but we do have some new things in here, so we're going to go ahead and pull them because I am always eager to see what I get. Nothing here. Again, I don't know that I've ever seen anybody get anything worth talking about out of these, but that's okay. We do have a 10-pack of summons there, so let's go jump on that. We did hit Pity and got a 2-for pull yesterday. Spoiler alert, if you didn't see it, you should check it out. It was pretty good pulls. I was pretty pleased with it, but we did reset Pity, so we're pretty far away, but we'll get 10 closer to it with this 10-pack. And we're actually getting a legendary. No Pity needed. This I was not expecting this at all, so that's super fun. We got a double pull last time, so I doubt we're going to get... Oh, we got 2 rares, though. So that's pretty cool. I'm not sure. Vivian would be great. I do not have a Vivian on the account. I would love to get Morgan and get her chivalry up a little higher. I'm trying to think who else I would be interested in. I mean, there's so many that I'd be happy to get. Good intention, not guaranteed good results. That is Bedivere. So that is an awesome pull for me. Get his chivalry up 1 more level. I think that's actually only chivalry level 1 for him, but that is awesome. That is a big win on the account there. I'm trying to get his damage to kind of come up and match my Cormac, but Cormac he's on chivalry level 10. So it's my Bedivere. Maybe I need to put better gear on him or something. But Cormac right now is smacking a little harder than my Bedivere. So let's jump over into Bedivere. Let's see what we get on Chivalry 1. Dominant position, skill enhancement, increased defense ignore rate by 10%. So that is going to be very helpful as far as doing extra damage, ignoring 10% of that defense. And dominant position is one of his passives. When attacking, attacks 1 time, hitting a 1 random enemy, damage 110% of attack. This attack ignores 10% of defense. So it's going to be an additional 10%. So that's going to be a pretty big win. We'll go ahead and pledge that over here and get that on him. Oath of Valor. That's... pretty exciting. That's a big win on the account. One thing that I'm kind of like when you do get all the characters to level 60, when you pull your duplicate copies, there's less work to do. Because right now I have so many characters. I got Charlotte 6-star 60, probably a mistake. She seems to be, I don't know, there's just something about her kit that just doesn't seem to work. I think you really have to ignore the fact that she revives. Because if you build her to be squishy and die, she just dies immediately after that anyway. And so it's tough. Like, you kind of just have to ignore the fact that she dies and just build her with crit rate, with crit damage. And she does do pretty well. But I don't think she's going to compete with an Iwarit or a Bedivere or even my Cormac. So I don't know. I have mixed feelings about her. But, you know, she's 6-star 60, so she's on the team, and I'm happy to have her as a collector. But I got Lot back here I've had for a while. He's still at 5-star 50. I've got Guinevere at 50, Gawain at 50, Iwarit at 50, and then I did just recently, spoiler alert, by the way, if you didn't watch yesterday's video, We got Gillian back here I haven't even started working on. So I have so much work to do on the account. But every time you do pull a duplicate legendary, that work is literally what you just saw me do. I go over to Chivalry on Bedivere and hit pledge, and boom, it's done, which is kind of exciting. But inch by inch, I'm trying to get everybody locked in at 6-star 60 with the 6-star Awaken, and then kind of start working through their abilities. Just initially trying to focus on all the people that I am using in specific parts of the game that I'm kind of struggling with. Right now, Sergius is a big focus. I did get his Fire Relic, and so with that, it allows me to do a little more turn meter manipulation. But unfortunately, to really find success with this strategy, you kind of need to hit these two skill level ups on his A3. So unfortunately, I have not. I did get 2 level ups here and then 1 on his A2, which I don't use. So that's a little bit frustrating. But if we could get those going, that'd be a huge win. But just trying to press him along in the areas that are going to be helpful for me in the turn meter manipulation. So I'll bring you at the end here. This is Yscalag level 8. I did have my Turin in here with her Wind Relic. I do have her Frost Relic. I just forgot to switch it, so she ended up dying. But the rest of my team is actually doing really well. So it must have been a while since I've been in here trying to press on. But Nika's actually able to keep everybody alive, so I probably don't need Turin. I could probably bring in Bedivere or potentially even Sarah trying to do that buff disruption. I might be able to press on the account, but I wanted to check and see by beating this what happens. So we go into here and then check out the event. So bonehead move, I got 0 points for that because I didn't use Iwrit. She has to be on the team for this to work. So there you go, pay attention to that. Also, I'm assuming with Clarison has to be on the team for this to work. So you need to A, have these champions, and then B, have them built up enough to use them on your team. So potentially I could throw Iwrit in there where I had Turin just to get that done. But that's an interesting call out. I'm glad I checked on that before I spent any more stamina on it. So word to the wise, make sure they're on your team in order to get those points. You do have 14 days to do that. So if you want to do your rate up summons to get them on your team and then build them up, that could be a way to go. So I do need to finish building my Iwrit. She's only at 5-star 50, and it's something I've wanted to do anyway, so there's no skin off my teeth there. It just gives me a reason to do it. In the interim, I'm probably going to build a team with Clarison to start taking on this second equipment dungeon and start building up these points here, start accruing these rewards, and see how fast they stack up. If I'm able to press on to, what are we at here? Maybe floor 8? I don't know, we'll see. Especially with Clarison, she's not one of my stronger champions. But if I can clear floor 8 at 50 per, that's 150 per run. Oh, that's going to be a lot. Oh my gosh, 7,500 is a lot. So better to get started now and just see how far I can get. I would like to get as far into this as I can just because of these rate up summons being a hot commodity, and stacking those up for the next available player. And then with the Iwrit, you've got the special summons that are stacking up over here. So ideally I could do both of these, but 7,500 is probably going to take a long time. So we'll see. We'll see if I have enough stamina to do it. In the Coliseum, I did stack up enough tokens. I think I decided I'm gonna work towards Sergius's Chivalry. Try to get him up, I think around Chivalry level 3 or 4, somewhere in there. He starts to work a little better with his turn meter, just to help out that team with that combination of Morgan, so that I don't have to build him quite as fast because I just don't have the gear to really build him as quickly as he needs to be. So if we go in here, I think we're going to put a Chivalry up. What do we get here? To the Heart, skill enhancement, additional effects, skill damage increase, 100% chance to grant the attacker attack speed decrease. For 1 turn. So he's going to be slowing the enemy down there. So that's actually going to be pretty helpful. To the Heart, boom, boom, boom. Yeah, so that's all going to be helpful. Anything we can do to slow them down is going to be a big win. So we're going to get him going there. But as far as his speed goes, let's see here. I always find it clunky trying to figure out where to go to find the equipment and stuff. But in here, we've got him. If I get myself out of the way, we're at 189 on the speed, so he definitely has some opportunities there. You can see I got him in a 3-star ring just because I don't have anything better. As we move over to my Morgan, her speed is significantly better up here at 239. Most people are running her well into the 300s, but I'm, 40 days into the account and doing the best I can. But 239 seems to be helping me out quite a bit, just taking charge of the enemy's turn meter, keeping them down and getting more turns. So I think that combination is going to be pretty lethal moving forward. But I think that's about what I got for you today. I appreciate you guys hanging in with me all the way to the end. If you haven't liked and subscribed to the channel, please do so. It means the world to me, and I look forward to seeing you next time.